joining us. We're talking all about socks with Anam Khan, I-Khanic Socks. Play on words there a little bit.
Yep. Thanks for having me here.
Oh, I'm so glad that you came in. So we're all about socks these days. Now, you went to UConn, and you are a mechanical engineer.
Yes.
So you graduated 4 years ago. How do you end up in socks?
Well, I guess I've always had a colorful personality. And something that I wasn't used to in a corporate environment is following the more conservative dress code, right? So I guess a way I was expressing myself is through colorful socks.
Do you have colorful socks on right now?
Oh, of course.
Let me see. We didn't plan this. Oh, yes, you do. He has on I-Khanic socks, of course. But you're in the aerospace industry, so
Yep.
you're in a corporate world,
Yeah.
and you're a consultant, correct? So you decide to put your colorful socks on Snapchat.
Oh, yeah, yep.
People start seeing it, and then is that how this happened?
Yeah, so here's a little background around this. So basically, I used to post my colorful socks on Snapchat all the time, you know, socks of the day, something like that. And I noticed that it started picking up with people, and people started sending me pictures of their socks. They started wearing colorful socks. They started sending me pictures of theirs. I was getting like 10, 15 pictures of feet a day. It was kind of creepy. So I figured, why not just start a sock company? So,
Do you have a background in business at all?
I don't really have a business background. I mean, my father, he owned a repair shop in East Hartford, so I've always kind of been around business, but nothing really on my own or any formal education on it now.
This is far and away from aerospace.
Oh, yeah.
So you start the business. How long does it take you to figure out what am I going to make and who's going to make them and all of that?
Yeah, so, I mean, when I first started the company, I released this dress sock, actually. It's called the I-Khanic Fuoco.
And you do, he's got his little logo right here.
Yeah, I-Khanic.
So this was your first sock?
Yeah, it was my first one. And when I released it, a lot of people liked it. A lot of people were pre-ordering and buying them. And I figured, wow, I guess there's really a market here. So then I slowly and steadily just started releasing more. So my name, again, just to make it clear, my name's Anam Khan. I named it I-Khanic. Get it? Anam Khan,
yes,
I-Khanic.
Yeah.
So that's basically how that first design came about. And then I figured, you know, if people like them, why not release more? So my next sock design was actually this blue one. It's an athletic sock. It's called the I-Khanic Ativo. And this one.
Who's designing these? Are you?
I design them a lot of times. My sisters help me design them too. Yeah.
Let's hear it for girls.
Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah. There's been a lot of family work on this. So basically, the athletic sock is a little thicker, anti-sweat, anti-odor, all that cool stuff. They're kind of like Nike Elites, if you will, similar to that.
Okay.
But again, all these socks are very high quality. They're all made in Italy with high quality Egyptian cotton. So I mean, these aren't your average dress socks. Right, these are all custom designed.
What do these retail for?
These retail for $10.99.
That's a deal, right?
Yeah, for Italian socks, yeah.
How did you find a manufacturer in Italy? How did you, were you Googling away and found this?
Quite frankly, I think I just got lucky. I was just Googling away, and I met this, well, I spoke to this one man, and we spoke about designs. I sent him a design, and then he kind of drafted it into like a cool computer design on a sock, sent me a picture, and I'm like, you know, I like that. And then he sent me a sample. And then we went back and forth a few times until I actually liked the sample. And then I said, you know what, I think this is the final one. And then I pressed the go button and ordered them in bulk. That's basically how it all started.
How many of you sold since you opened in 2017?
Yeah, it's been, I don't think it's even been a full year yet. Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I've sold over 1,000 socks.
And how are they finding you? Just on Google search for socks?
Yeah, I've been to a few conventions all over the country. I've been to Baltimore, Philadelphia. I've been to a convention in Chicago a few months ago. And then a lot of local support. Manchester's been very supportive.
And you're shipping these out of your house?
Oh, yeah. I'm shipping these right out of my house, yep.
Have you thought about, and you and I talked about this a little bit, you've got women's socks here that are the shorter ones.
Yeah.
What else do you think I-Khanic will be making?
I think in the future I definitely see a market with other apparel like hats, t-shirts, even clothing like t-shirts and hoodies. I've made a few one-off designs and wore them to conventions, and a lot of people liked them and asked, hey, are those for sale too? And I had to say no, not yet. So definitely in the future I see that coming in. So
you're an aerospace consultant. Tell me about your day job.
My day job. So day I'm an engineer. At night I'm a superhero, huh?
Well, Well, good. That means you're going to make it. You thought about Shark Tank at all?
Actually, I tried it. I tried it earlier this year. I actually went, gave my 1-minute pitch. I didn't hear back from them, but I'm going to try it next year again. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. I actually stayed up all night in Manhattan waiting in line for it. So.
Wow. So see, you're an entrepreneur. You definitely
I got the drive. I have it.
Can you see at some point in your life that this takes off and you use your engineer degree in other ways than in aerospace?
Yeah, engineering, different materials, engineering different materials for socks. That's actually a pretty growing market these days where people are trying different materials with socks. Different types of padding around the ankles and just different places to make them more comfortable. But yeah, about my engineering career, so basically I started out at Pratt & Whitney, straight out of UConn. I was working at Pratt & Whitney as a contractor. And then a few years later I worked at Rolls-Royce, and then a few years later I came back to Sikorsky here in Connecticut. Actually, it's pretty close to here in New Haven. And then I came back to Pratt & Whitney in Manchester. So I've been in a bunch of corporate environments, and this is something that definitely clicked.
Well, that's good. Now, tell me about this. Here's your logo. Aim high, don't be shy. That's your tagline.
Yeah. So basically, growing up, my parents always pushed us to try to be our best, to always aim for the sky. And that's something that I wanted to transfer into my company. And also on Snapchat, a lot of times I would be posting a lot of motivation for the youth. There's a lot of youth I have on Snapchat, and just so aim high, don't be shy is one of those phrases that I've always used.
Tell me about, do you have a love of motivating young people to
Yeah, I guess.
Why is that?
I guess there's a few ways how that started. So in college, I guess I had a bit of a rough college, rough few years in college, and so my GPA wasn't as high. But I kept with it. I always tell people it's not about how you start, it's about how you end. And even though my GPA was lacking, I ended up getting an offer that was better than most of my peers. And I think a lot of it has to do with hard work and just having high work ethics. And I try to push that onto the new younger generation, have them try their hardest. A lot of times I feel like the new younger generation, there's kind of a huge decision just thrown on them. Hey, when you're 18, you got to go to college or you got to do something. And a lot of them, I feel like, just aren't well equipped for that decision. So I try to push people, make sure they go to college and find a major you can find a decent job in, things like that.
Well, I think you should go out on the road and talk to young people because they need those words.
Yeah.
In your wildest imagination, would you ever think?
Oh my God, no.
When was the moment that you said, "I'm going to start this sock company," and it was like, "I'm just going to do it"?
Well, I guess I was, my parents have been very supportive, first of all. They never cared that, hey, their son had an engineering degree but was out there selling socks. So they've been very
I think it's great.
Yeah. They've been extremely supportive with this. And then I guess there was like a number I was waiting for on Snapchat. I'm like, you know what? I've noticed a lot of youth love watching my snaps, and they're motivating. A lot of them like the socks. I'm getting so many pictures of socks. If I hit a certain number, I think I'm just going to start a sock company. Yeah. That's basically it. And it was a challenge to myself, and I was telling my friends about it. They kind of laughed it off, and then I figured, you know what, let's do it.
Have you made money yet? Are you broke?
So my plan is, this year I do plan on making profit, yes.
So this logo, how did you come up with this?
So this logo, ShafiKhan.com, my friend from UConn. My friend from UConn made this logo.
Great. So was he a marketing guy, or?
Actually, I think his major was something related, yeah.
So just so you can see, here's the logo. UConn,
a lot of talent out there.
A lot of talent in UConn. Yeah. All right, so hats, hoodies, socks. Where are you going to headquarter this? Are you going to stay in Connecticut? I hope you do.
Oh, yeah. This has always been a big theme of mine. I've always been, so Manchester, I've lived in Manchester since I was 5 years old. I moved in from Queens. And Manchester has definitely, I don't see myself ever moving out. My goal has always been, or has always been, to give back to my community, especially to a community that's given me so much. So yeah, I definitely don't see myself moving out of Connecticut.
Have you thought about running for politics? That could be in your future too.
Yeah, hey, I'm always open to new stuff, so why not?
I appreciate you building.
I'm sure you can tell I'm always open to new stuff.
Right, no, that's terrific, but I appreciate the fact that you're building a company here and you're going to keep it in Connecticut, and I love it when young people say that, because it's a great place to live
Oh, yeah,
and to
Connecticut.
learn.
Definitely.
So I-Khanic Socks, Inam Khan, thank
Yep.
you so much for coming on, and let me know about your progress.
All right, sure. So one more thing I did want to bring up.
I love this. Go ahead.
So I would say the most popular product right now, and the product that I am pushing for more, it's a new one that I just released a few months ago. It's called the I-Khanic Sock Club. And basically, in this sock club, you get a new pair of socks delivered right to your door every month. And it's a subscription. You can cancel anytime, no contract. But that's been popular. I just wanted to throw that out there for all the youth in Connecticut.
What's your website again?
I-Khanicstore.com. It's spelled a bit differently. I mean, maybe we can write it somewhere.
Oh, yeah, it'll be in the copy.
I-Khanic store.com.
So if you have a sock club, you get one sock a month?
Yep, one sock
Which
a month.
means you have 12 designs at least.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm actually working on releasing a bunch more socks right now. And yeah, right now the goal is to have a new design every single month.
I love that. And maybe you can help Connecticut folks help design some of these.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So there's another idea.
Yeah.
And thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
much. Thanks.